Hello and welcome to Forza Racing Leagues and the World Endurance Championship Drivers Briefing for the LeMans meeting. In this video we'll be taking a ride on board the Forza Racing League's safety car as we run a lap around the LeMans circuit, and we'll be having a look at track limits as well as the starting procedure and the pit entry and exit procedure. Now as we come to turn 1 we can straddle the white line on the outside of the circuit, and we can also straddle the curb on the inside. Through the first chicane we can ride the curbs on both the apexes and exit, but be careful on the apexes as the yellow sausages can slow the car down dramatically. Through this section track limits are fairly self-explanatory. The grass on the outside you don't want to go using because it's going to slow you down. As we're coming down to the Mulsanne straight, we'll be using this area to form up side by side in rows with a 30-foot gap between each row. We'll come down this section here at 50 miles per hour, and when we reach this Xbox billboard on the left hand side and the lamppost on the right hand side, this will be the starting point. Once the pole sitter in each class crosses that point, the race starts for that class and you may overtake. You do not have to wait until you cross that part before you overtake. Coming to the Mulsanne straight now, and we can use the full width of the track, that's all the way to the barriers. Through the first chicane, again we're allowed to use the curbs on the entry and exit and the apex. We can straddle the curbs but no more. If you are racing side by side or you are lapping another car, you will be given a bit more leeway if you do cross the curbs. So again, down the Mulsanne straight here we can use the full width of the circuit all the way from one barrier to the other, even for overtaking. And again you see on the entry there and the exit, that's about as much as you're going to get away with on the curbs. Bear in mind during qualifying, using the full width of the circuit up to the barriers may invalidate your lap, so it may dirty the lap. As we come to the end of the Mulsanne, you need to be careful on this right hander here. It's very easy to run the car too deep. There'll be a bit of leeway given on that one on the exit, but you don't want to go getting the car stuck in the gravel there as it will dramatically slow the car down. Same applies in this section now. You've basically got from the grass either side of the track to use, and again that may invalidate the lap during qualifying. There's a bit of runoff in this sort of section now. We want to make sure we're not going too far over the curbs, especially on the exit as it tends to be grass and or gravel. Quite a deceptive right hander here. It's very easy to carry too much speed through there. You can end up out in the tyre wall on the exit. So make sure we're getting the car slowed down, especially when we've got other cars around us. With the LMP cars, when it comes to lapping, it is vital that we give as much notice as we can for the GT class. And if you catch a GT car in an area that is going to be difficult to pass, the best thing to do is to stay behind them until you've passed that area. As we're coming to the final section now, there is quite a bit of runoff on either side, but want to avoid using that too much. Again, 2 wheels over the curb will be accepted. A bit more leeway will be given if you're racing side by side with other cars, but not if you're systematically doing it. Pit entry's on the right hand side here, and we want to be communicating well in advance that we're pitting. You will have to slow down for this chicane yourself, the game will not do that for you, and this chicane as well. Track limit should be observed when entering the pit lane. And on pit exit, we want to give as much notice as possible that we're coming out, because you come out pretty much onto the racing line for turn 1. Check the track map on exit, and if there are cars around you, try and keep well to the right. And this concludes the driver briefing for the Le Mans meeting of the World Endurance Championship. Thank you.